May 27th, 2015. Zurich, Switzerland. 6 in the morning. The city was still asleep. But inside a 5-star hotel, something was happening. Something nobody expected. Swiss police quietly surrounded every floor. Then they knocked on the doors. And one by one, in their bathrobes, in their pajamas, 14 of the most powerful men in world football were handcuffed in front of cameras. These were not street criminals. These were not thieves from a back alley. These were the men who ran FIFA. And that morning, the most powerful sports organization on the planet almost ceased to exist. To understand what happened, you need to understand what FIFA really is. FIFA, it controls football, all of it. 211 member countries, more than the United Nations. Every World Cup, every international match, every sponsorship deal, every broadcasting right on every television in every country on this planet. In 2014 alone, FIFA made $5.7 billion from one tournament. The Brazil World Cup. That is more money than most countries earn in an entire year. And for decades, a small group of men at the very top controlled every single dollar of it. No transparency, no accountability, no oversight, just power. But here is what nobody told you. This did not start in 2015. The corruption inside FIFA goes back decades. It started small. A bribe here, a favor there. Nobody noticed. But by the 1990s, it had become a full system. Here is how it worked. Countries wanted to host the World Cup, and hosting the World Cup means billions in tourism, billions in construction, global attention for years. So they paid, not officially, in secret. Suitcases full of cash, private offshore bank accounts, fake consulting fees, luxury watches, private jets, 5-star holidays. FIFA executives would take the money, smile, and vote for whichever country paid the most. The World Cup was not earned. The World Cup was not decided by merit. It was bought, and the fans had no idea. At the center of all of this was one man, Sepp Blatter, FIFA president for 17 years. He smiled for cameras. He shook hands with presidents and kings. He gave speeches about the beauty of football. And behind closed doors, he built an empire of corruption. Under his leadership, FIFA executives received secret payments totaling over $150 million. Broadcasting rights were sold at below market price to companies that paid kickbacks in return. Sponsorship deals were manipulated. World Cup votes were sold. And for years, nobody stopped him, because FIFA had no outside authority. No government could touch it. No court had full jurisdiction over it. It was a kingdom, and Blatter was the king. But one organization had been watching: the FBI. For years, American federal investigators had been quietly building a case, because some of FIFA's corrupt deals involved American banks, American companies, and American soil. That gave the FBI jurisdiction. They flipped insiders. They recorded secret phone calls. They followed the money through shell companies, through offshore accounts, across 17 countries. For years they watched, they waited, they gathered everything. And on the morning of May 27th, 2015, they were ready. The Zurich raid arrested 14 officials. The charges: racketeering, wire fraud, money laundering. The total amount of corruption uncovered: over $200 million. The football world stopped breathing. Within days, the world's biggest brands began pulling away from FIFA. Visa, Coca-Cola, McDonald's. All of them publicly demanded reform. All of them threatened to leave. And then the unthinkable happened. Sepp Blatter, the man who said he would never resign, the man who had survived scandal after scandal, resigned. 4 days after the arrests. Gone. In total, over 40 FIFA officials were charged. Executives from South America, the Caribbean, Europe. Some fled to countries with no extradition agreements. Some cooperated with the FBI and gave up everyone they knew. The organization that once seemed untouchable was on its knees. Here is what this story really tells us. Power without accountability always corrupts. The beautiful game had been dirty for a very long time. But here is the other side of this story. FIFA did not die. It was forced to change. New leadership, new rules, new systems of transparency, and the World Cup kept going. Because football is bigger than the men who tried to own it.
Red card.
The next time you watch a World Cup, remember this story. Remember that behind every stadium, behind every trophy, behind every moment of joy, there are people who will always try to control what they did not create. But the game survives. If this story opened your eyes, give this video a like. Subscribe for more untold stories. And comment below, did you know any of this before today? See you in the next one.